This is not a video I particularly wanted to make. It's not a video I should be having to make, but it's a video that that needs to be made. It needs to be said. I don't know if David Land's gonna talk the way I'm gonna talk in this video, so we just need a YouTuber or a content creator to make this video because it needs to be said. It needs to be asked. Are Penske cheaters? To be honest, I don't really know. Like, it bothers me that I can't be making a video about Robert Schwartzman's pole position and, celebrating Robert Schwartzman because I feel bad for Robert Schwartzman. This, I think, takes away from his moment, the moment of his life, in my opinion, or, the racing moment of his life. It really is taking away from that. I feel bad for Jacob Abel, who misses the show, and he had a completely legal car, and he still doesn't get to race. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, at least two Penske cars, and I'm willing to say the third. So Penske has gotten moved to the back of their car. Not back to the back of the car. Penske's gotten moved to the back of the grid for failing tech. There's something on their car that was not legal. They was not allowed to use their car. Will Power's car made it through, and then Joseph Newgarden's car did not make it through, and they brought Will Power's back to inspect it. They realized Will Power's car also had that. That disqualified them from the Fast 12, and then it had them starting 10, 11, 12, because Scott McLaughlin wrecked his car early in the day, and he was not going to be eligible for the Fast 12. So, and then with that being said, we can pretty much assume that their cars had it day one, reason hence that they're in the back. Team Penske is very, very confident in saying that Scott McLaughlin's car did not have it. I am willing to put money on it that if the 12 of Will Power and the 2 of Joseph Newgarden had it, that the 3 of Scott McLaughlin had it. The Penske cars should not only be starting 31st, 32nd, and 33rd, they should be doing the last row shootout today after practice. Jacob Abel should be allowed to get back in the show. So here's what should happen. Everyone from, it would be, so the top 9 would stay the same, but everyone from, I guess Conor Daly would be 13, so everyone from Daly should be up to 10th, and then everyone from there should just move up 3 spots. That's what should be happening. So for the last row shootout, you would have, I guess it'd be 3 Penske's. So it'd be Jacob Abel would be starting 31st, and Rene CK would be 30th, because you'd have 32nd, 33rd, and 34th. The 3 Penske cars should be going back out there today and trying to requalify for the race. The fact that they aren't doing that, I don't think it's a good punishment. I don't think it's right that a legal car of Jacob Abel's does not get to race in the Indy 500. I think it's unfair, and I don't think it's right. I think we have to ask ourselves, if it was Andretti, McLaren, or Ganassi, that got caught cheating like this, would they have to do that? And honestly, I truly mean this. I think they would. I think it's weird that this isn't Penske's first time being caught cheating. Last year in St. Pete, Joseph Newgarden and Scott McLaughlin were disqualified for using push to pass. On restarts, Will Power had it on his car but did not use it. That's what I mean. Like, I do think Scott McLaughlin had it. I do think Scott McLaughlin should start in the back. If a Penske car wins the Indy 500 this year, I will be pissed at the integrity of the race. It would not be a good look if Penske wins the Indy 500 this year. I think the integrity of the sport is at risk with Penske right now. Roger Penske owns the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the track. I mean, not the track. Owns the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the IndyCar Series. I think the IndyCar teams and board and Doug Bowles needs to find a new owner for the series. I'm fine with Roger Penske owning the Indianapolis Motor Speedway because clearly he can still get caught cheating and sent to the back. But I think we need a new owner of the series. I think that would help with the cheating a lot, and we need more set-in-stone rules. The rules need to be way more clear because the rules are black and white. Honestly, they're not they're not great, well-written rules. Honestly, the rules need to be more set and clear, in my opinion. And it is weird to me that in the past 2 seasons, Penske's the only team to get caught with this cheating scandal to the severity of it. Honda. We need to talk about Honda and how this affects Honda. We know Honda's thinking about leaving at the end of 2026. We know they're pissed at Chevy. We know they're not happy with IndyCar. The only reason we have the hybrids is for Honda. But besides giving them the hybrids, what have we truly given Honda? And if the manufacturer thinking about leaving, you have the owners of the series and their teams get caught doing this, Not a good look. It's not a great look. Obviously I would have touched more on this in my video yesterday, but I didn't know the severity of it. No one really did at the time when I was recording. So that's why I thought I'd make this now. And of course I'll make my video about the practice session today. But I do think that Jacob Abel should be in the race, and I think Joseph Newgarden, Will Power, and Scott McLaughlin should be qualifying for the 500 today. That's my opinion. I think Penske. Is it fair to call them cheaters like we're 5 years old? Point the finger, cheater, cheater, cheater. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anymore. Was it intentional? 100%. 100% was intentional. Pato O'Ward explained it perfectly yesterday. And in fact, we're just going to cut to a clip of Pato O'Ward right now.
They weren't accidentally doing it because they had the blowtorch right there in order to get it out. So, I honestly, I feel for Abel and for everybody that did the disqualifications or the last chance qualifying. If those cars weren't in regulations, I'm not an engineer, so I can't tell you what they were doing, how much speed that is, or if it is any speed. But obviously, it's not in regulation, and the rule is pretty black and white. And those cars should have been in the last chance qualifier. Those cars should have never. Obviously they didn't do anything in the Fast 12, but they should have been brought into the LCQ because they had that yesterday, I guarantee you, and until someone pointed it out today. So those cars, if they're disqualified today, they should have been disqualified yesterday. So it's a shame, really, because I don't think they don't need to be doing that stuff. They're a great team, they've got great drivers. Why are you doing that? Makes no sense.
So I think Pato O'Ward explained that perfectly. He explained you have good drivers. You have the drivers. You have the car. You're a great team. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, Roger Penske? It just doesn't make sense, and it really bothers me. Honestly, it just bothers me. But at the end of the day, what you gonna do? I think my idea is great. I think you put Abel back in the field and you make the 3 Penske cars go for the last chance. But as long as Penske does win the Indy 500 this year, I'm happy. This is the only hopefully negative story we have this month of May, and hopefully it's positive from here. So with that being said, see ya.